There I was, working the overnight shift at the local department store. You know, the kind of job you take just to pay the bills until something better comes along? My manager, Lisa, had asked me to help organize the back of the store. Little did I know, it would become a night I'd never forget. My shift started at 10 p.m. The store was dead quiet, almost eerily so. As I made my way to the back, I couldn't help but feel a strange sense of anxiety. Maybe it was just the exhaustion or the fact that I was alone in this massive building, but I couldn't shake it off. I shook my head and told myself to snap out of it. After all, I had a job to do. As I began to organize the mountain of overstocked merchandise, I tried to make a game out of it. How quickly could I finish? How many items could I sort in a minute? It was a feeble attempt to make the time pass faster, but it worked. At least, for a while. Around 2 a.m., I heard a strange noise coming from the other side of the store. I paused and strained to listen. It was faint, but unmistakable, footsteps. I felt my heart race, but I convinced myself it must be Lisa, stopping by to check on my progress. I called out, "Lisa, is that you?" No answer. I hesitated, then decided to investigate. As I walked through the dimly lit store, the footsteps grew louder. The sound seemed to be coming from the electronics section. As I approached, I saw something that made my blood run cold, a dark figure standing in the shadows, fiddling with one of the display TVs. My mind raced. Was it a burglar? A prankster? Or something worse? I had no choice but to confront them, so I cleared my throat and called out, "Hey! Who are you? What are you doing here?" The figure froze, then slowly turned toward me. As they stepped into the light, I realized it was a teenage girl, looking no older than 16. She looked just as scared as I was, tears streaming down her face. "Please," she sobbed, "I just needed a place to hide." The tension in the room shifted from fear to confusion. I cautiously asked her why she was hiding, and she explained that she had run away from home. Her home life had become unbearable, and she didn't know where else to go. The department store had been her safe haven, a place where she could find some semblance of peace. My heart ached for her. I knew I couldn't just let her stay in the store, but I also couldn't bring myself to turn her out into the night. I offered to call a local youth shelter to help her find a safe place to stay. She hesitated but finally agreed, realizing that she couldn't continue hiding in the store. As we waited for the shelter representative to arrive, we sat together in the break room. She told me more about her life, her dreams, and her fears. In that moment, I felt a connection to her that I hadn't felt with anyone in a long time. It was like fate had brought us together that night. When the shelter representative finally arrived, I helped the girl gather her things. As she left, she turned to me with tears in her eyes and thanked me for not giving up on her. I watched her go, knowing that our chance encounter had changed both of our lives. As I returned to the back of the store to finish my shift, I couldn't help but feel a renewed sense of purpose. A neural narration story.